All right. I think we're good. I can see you. You can hear me. I think I told you just before this, if this crashed, I was gonna stop it, and this was gonna be a different day.
We're banging on all cylinders here.
Let's go with that. I'm gonna say I'm running right now like Jake Splina was on Saturday. That's how I'll say it.
Broken.
Yeah,
whatever's wrong.
We don't need to talk about my job. I don't want to get myself in trouble and get pulled into the office for some dumb stuff because that's happened before. Not for me, but somebody else I know. As per the title, as per special request from you, I usually have to AI every title, which is terrible, and it's my least favorite thing to do in the world. Like, how do I write Maryland versus SU excitement in a way where my dumb brain can think of a creative way to do it? Like, do we want to do the game first? Do we want to do what we talked about first?
Let's get into other stuff before we get into the nitty gritty of the game.
Okay. Let's
first, do this. I have to say that we are spoiled as SU fans in terms of the broadcast and the operation that happens at the Dome when games happen.
Yep.
I'm not the only person that thought, oh my God, I'm getting seasick watching this camera. The announcers were not very good and clearly very biased towards Harvard.
I think as a moot point to that, two things that need to be pointed out, and I hate to be the one to defend this, but I have to be. Those are probably 3 college kids that are probably doing something in the sports business. So I just have to be very clear. That is an athletic person that's operating the camera. That is not somebody that's paid to do it. Trust me. And if they are, they're getting paid $10 an hour to literally operate the
It's
camera.
like a work study or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, that's all. I don't want to be, when they come at, when Harvard people come for me.
Spoiled than anything, right? Like,
listen, it's better than the
like goals that they flat out missed.
Yeah, it's better than the Big Ten broadcast. That's all I'm going to say.
Those are from the Hubble telescope. So
go ahead, keep going. I know where you're going with this. So,
well, and then before I get into the thing we talked about beforehand, I think the things that are really starting to annoy me too are some of these really dumb media narratives. Like this one that keeps going around that we haven't won an outdoor game in February since 2003, which makes it sound like we play 3 outdoor games every year since 2003. Where we played one in 2003 and then hadn't played one until like 2022.
Right.
So it's like we've really only lost like 5 games in a row outside in February. And it's like, this is the dumbest thing ever. And then the other one was that, like, Gary Gates said that the Dome and 10,000 fans is the best atmosphere. But what about Harvard having its 2,000 fans? And it's like, what are we doing, people? Like,
and also, I don't know if you said you had the sound off, right? During it?
For the original. I rewatched it.
So I don't know if you caught it. They were talking about because I know there's Syracuse fans that have these. They were talking about giving away hats to the first 1,500 people.
And most of them were Syracuse fans.
And most of them were Syracuse people. And I had to laugh because I'm like, look, it's fine, right? That's fine. It's a good stadium. I'm not going to they weren't. Are they prepared for the snow? No, but I'm not. This isn't a weather podcast. I'm not going to do the weather talk because you could tell that they weren't prepared logistics wise for the snow.
Well, and that's going to be their best crowd all year, right? Like,
well, so we can debate that. That's a different thing. Prince, I'd say an Ivy coming
Prince
in there
possibly better, but
that's.
But either way, that was a really good crowd for them, which is good for them. But
Matt said all the bad things. I'm gonna be the good person today. I've already decided because I don't have the energy to fight with Matt.
You're being good cop today.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then my last point is the Syracuse lacrosse fan base is a shitty entitled fan base. I'm just gonna come out and say it. And people cannot like me. People can think I'm a head in the clouds, eternal optimist all the time, which I tend to be, and I know I am. But people need to chill the frig out.
Yeah.
Like, you would have thought we lost 15-2 with the way that people were talking on the forums and on social media and like all this other stuff. And it's like, I went back and rewatched it, like I said, and it wasn't that bad. Like, were there some things that went wrong? Yes, 100%. But we need to chill out, people. Like, everybody is stuck in 1987 to 2004.
Yeah.
We are not in those times anymore. Lacrosse does not look like that anymore.
Right.
There's not 4 teams that win it every year. Every year it's a crapshoot. Any team could win it. There's 20 different teams that could win it. So we need to chill out and relax. Because if you're gonna expect the run of 88 to 90, I'm sorry, but I've got a bridge to sell you. Because it's not happening, people. And right before you hopped on, Dan, I looked up some other notes because I was like, all right, let me look at something here. So I pulled up the schedule for the 95, 02, 04, 08, and 09 schedules to see, okay, what happened to those teams? All those teams had 2 losses. And 95, they lost to number 3 UVA, number 2 Hopkins. 2002, they lost to number 2 Hop and number 9 Cornell. 04, Mikey Powell's senior year, the best attackman to ever play in Syracuse history. We lost to number 1 Hopkins 17-5.
Yeah.
And Mikey Powell had 0 points, if we want to talk about different narratives. And then towards the end of the season, they lost to number 15 Rutgers by 4 goals. And that's arguably one of the best seasons aside from the 88 to 90 seasons. Look at 2008.
I've got some. Keep going. I've got something to finish with that.
Okay, I'll do these last two. I'll let you go. 08, we lost to number 3 UVA in the beginning of the year, and then the last game of the season, we lost to unranked Colgate. And then 09, we lost to number 5 Princeton and number 2 UVA. So even those epitome of best teams ever, championship teams, they had some losses, and some of those teams even had some bad losses, right? Like, you got to, and I said this, I think I said this last week, and I've said it in some group chats, and people are making fun of me for making it sound like I want my team to lose, which I don't, but like, in order to make it a championship weekend, you have to have some adversity at some point.
2 things. I'm usually the one who bashes them, so let me be the one to take the forefront on this one. I don't care because they'll come after me. They love bashing me for this. I've called out SU fans in years past. I'll do it again with this. They are kids. I've seen so many dumb posts about, I don't want to do this again because it feels like every year we're in this thing where people can think they can say whatever they want. I'll just say there are parents watching. Social media, trust me, you know where you know what I'm referring to with posts. There are kids that see those. I don't care if you come at me. I really don't. I have my own job. I just do this for fun. Like, this is Matt. We joke about this. This means
we just get to shoot the shit about lacrosse for an hour.
Like, I don't care if you come at me about what I say. I'm an adult. I'll just say it that way. I'm not an 18-year-old, 19-year-old college kid. They are kids. And the other thing is, I have to word this the right way. I hate our fan base, and I've hated it. I just hate it, and I love it. Right? There are a lot of good people. We joke. I met you through it, obviously. The majority are good. The silent majority are good. It's the idiots who post every time there's a game that I hate. Now, I'll be the first to admit, when I first watched the Harvard game, was well talked about, I was like, the sky is falling, all this crap, right? I'm like, okay, this and this. Then you rewatch it, and then you see certain things that you talked about in our group chat. One way goes one way. This game's different. Let's just say it that way. Like, like it wasn't all Syracuse is bad. I think that's the other thing people need to realize. Like, Harvard's good. I hate this narrative that Harvard's terrible.
They could win the Ivy this year.
They probably will, but we're not going to do that. I'm not going to go that far because I need to see Princeton. But like, it's funny to me that people. You said it perfectly. People still think we're in the 2000s era. And the 2000s era was great for lacrosse. It sucked in the same sense because you had 4 teams. You knew which teams were making it every year.
Yep.
Now we play this game where all these other people make it. And how do I say
SU lacrosse fans are like Alabama football fans.
Not even. No. There's a step further. They are New York Yankee baseball fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Because at least Alabama fans have some realism. I'm not going to mention any Alabama fans that I know they're realists because I don't know any, but there are Yankee fans are the silent majority are great. I'll say it. I know a bunch. The idiots are the ones who post on social media. He should be fired. He should be fired. They didn't win 162 games. He should be fired. He should be fired. I think there's nobody in this right fan base that looked at this schedule. And if you did, I want to give you, first of all, I'm going to give you $100 if you predicted legitimately that they would go undefeated. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
If you legitimately think that, and you're just not, no offense to Max, I'm just going to call out Max in a joking way in this sense. If you're Max's age and you say they're undefeated, fine. If you're right, but like the fact that like I'm not gonna somebody's gonna call me on the $100 thing. That's obviously a joke. But like the people that legitimately think they were gonna go undefeated are funny. Yeah, I'll say it this way. I thought they would lose later. That's how I'll say it.
Yeah. I bet you most people would have guessed that the Maryland Harvard results would have been flip flopped, right?
So I
bet you most people would have guessed that.
Most people would have said that, I think. Like they would. The problem is though, people forget Harvard last year. Like that's the other thing. Like we saw this, we've seen this. I don't want to keep playing this game. Harvard's good. I don't want to do this.
I like Cam's joke that Harvard's our new Army.
Yeah, like I mean. People are going to hate this. A couple more years to schedule them. They are going to be worse than Army because the way
they
that they
more
play.
For us, though, because they're in a better conference at least.
That's true. And they didn't. Well, Army struggled for a little bit. I don't know what they did, but they do help. And plus, we get to see them play a couple of common opponents that I'm very excited to see them play because, right, it's easy for us to say for Harvard side. I'll just talk the general sense. If they do the same thing against Princeton, I don't want to hear anybody talk. I just don't. Shut up. Stop.
Yep.
Stop the crap. If they blow out Princeton, great. SU looks great. Woo. Yeah. Like, and it's also like there's a rotation thing, and we can, unless you have anything else about the fans, we can get into it.
I think too, like the thing that makes it extra annoying is that those same people are silent when good things happen too, right?
Yep.
Like be with them at their highest of highs and not just at their lowest of lows, right? Yep. So and I know that when you look at the past, you tend to only see the good things, right? And think of that they want those teams on the national, and that's why I highlighted some of those specific losses, right? Like if we went in and like last week, if we went into Maryland and lost 17-5, people would have been calling for Gary's head.
I would have been leading just for fun. I would have been leading the Fire Gary charge. I'm just going to say it that way. Just to have a little fun with it.
If we would have, so looking at that 04 team, if we put that lens on today's team and it was Maryland instead,
it would have been terrible.
And we lost 17-5 and Joey had 0 points.
Yeah.
Joey would have been the most overrated player ever. Gary should be fired the next day. Well, like, all these things would have happened. And I guarantee no one was calling for Deathgo's head or Mikey Powell's head back then.
If I could defend, this is going to sound terrible. You're going to hate me for the way that I phrase this. Not as many people were talking about it back then. That's the way that I'm going to say it.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
You had
there's not social media. There's not any of that stuff.
You had a couple of idiot radio heads. One which we're looking to get on at some point, so I'm not going to mention any names here. Sorry, I didn't say that out loud. You had a lot of idiot radio heads that probably were screaming that. Let's just be honest. Like you're like, but I don't think there's a player. And Joey, I hope you hear this. This is a Matt saying this isn't me. There is a player that hasn't. I don't think any player has ever experienced as much scrutiny for being as good as he is, as Joey has.
100%.
Joey can have 7 goals. I'm not saying he's going to have 7 goals, right? Like we're not doing this, but then they're going to say he's not a quarterback. Okay, he's not a quarterback. Okay, he can't pass. He can't do this. But like, I know we keep saying it, and I'm gonna sound Matt. I want you to send this to them. So this is me saying this. This isn't you.
Okay.
Let him play. Just let him play, and then we can have this discussion at the end of the year. Because trust me, I have a number for 22 where he is in my brain. I'm not going to tell you that because that's where my head's at. That's a private thing in my brain. I'll just tell you that.
And that's a danger zone up there.
You don't want to be up there right now. It's a whole mix of things. I'll just say he's in the top echelon. That's how I'm going to phrase it. That's how I'm going to phrase it. And that's just
that's all we need to say.
What I was going to say is
sorry, you cut out.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You're good. So I think we're good with that, unless you got something else.
Nope.
I was going to say, we talk about Joey. Did you ever think there's a game where we miss Jake? Because I joke, like I kid, right? But I think that was the general thought in our group chat. Like Jake makes the difference. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, and going back
or somebody
watching it, I said today in our group chat that and poor Ryder Ochoa, they just picked on him all game, and he had a bad game, right? Let's just say it is what it is, right? And he's played well up until Saturday, right? Like so. I'm not going to say he's a bad player or he sucks, or I would never say any of those things, right? Like. But he just had a bad game.
I clipped it, just so you know. I clipped just that part.
There were 5 goals from Harvard that were directly attributed to him getting beat in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is. They found the weak link in the armor and exploited it, right?
Yeah.
They're arguably probably the smartest team we're going to play when you look at like academics and stuff because they're Harvard, right? So they played a very well game plan and played it smartly. I don't even think that's a word. But anyways,
it's all good. We aren't winning Emmys. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Maybe we can win a Sammy someday.
We aren't winning the Sammy yet. That's a different.
Not
that's
what I'm saying smartly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But so this was a game of little things that made big differences. Right? Like Stevens had an amazing game in goal for them.
Yep.
And he made 14 saves, but those 14 saves were like at such critical points.
Yeah.
Either stopped a run or like we're just at a massive point in the game.
Or to the side of game. More to the side of game that you probably should have finished. But I want to save that part for the end. Trust me, because I got a lot of thoughts about the end of the game. I got a lot.
I have a whole section of notes about the end of the game. But and then Shane on Stick Talk regularly says you can't go scoreless in a quarter, and he says that talking about the PLL. But I would say the same thing for NCAA. Like you can't go scoreless in a quarter, and we did that in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Right. So you go 4-1 at the first. We'll just talk big numbers, and then we can dive into obviously what we normally do. You go 4-1 in the first, you're like, okay.
And it was a good first quarter.
And we're gonna play the game. If you told me at that point they'd be down 6-4, I'd look at you like you're stupid. I'm just gonna say it that way. Like at the end of the first, like, go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, that first quarter was great.
Yeah,
we were playing aggressive on D. Our offense was playing loose. McCool made some good saves. Yep. Johnny struggled a little bit at the X to start, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah,
and then we hit that second quarter. You know, they had a run of 5 goals.
Yep, 5.
One of them was Ochoa got beat. One of them was we missed a slide and lost track of a guy.
Yeah.
Third goal was in the sub pattern. They got a head start and got a run and got an outside shot.
Right.
Fourth was a man up. And then the fifth one was the one that went off Chuck Kaczynski's head and they got a rebound.
Yeah.
Like, so, and like you talk about little things, Harvard had several lucky bounces.
You think?
That like, if those go the other way, then we win that game, right? Like,
you know what?
Like, that's kind of my overall attitude with this game is like, with as poor as we played, we were still right there. Right.
You know what's crazy too is you look at the second quarter stats, they're even. Right. Yeah. So it's not like Syracuse didn't possess the ball. We could play the game like, Maryland played make it, take it. They didn't.
Nope.
Syracuse had plenty of opportunities.
Chances, missed shots, like
And Syracuse got outshot 7-4 in the second. I don't really care. That's still 4 shots. If we want to play that game, I'm going to play that person and be, hey, they got 4 shots. Obviously, you know what it is? You know what? Here's a number that sticks out to me. I'll give you 2. Turnovers in the first quarter. Harvard had 7. Syracuse had 2. Flip-flop that in the second. That's your game. Right there is your game.
Yep.
Because they were fairly even. Obviously, Harvard had a lot, which gave Syracuse a lot more opportunities in the fourth, but the fourth quarter as a whole, I think we probably should just talk about in general.
One thing I did notice too, and I noticed it starting in the second quarter, was Bear was playing very passive, and not aggressive at all, other than his one goal, right? Like throughout the game. So it was very interesting because it makes you wonder, like, because I can't remember his stats for Maryland, but like I don't think he was all that impactful in the Maryland game either. So it makes you wonder, like, did he really have the flu? Did it knock him out pretty bad? He's sucking it up through it, but like, you're trying to figure out why, right? Like,
right.
So
I'm only laughing because we were all making jokes behind the scenes, and I can say this now that they were just resting it for Maryland, and it was all kind of like a running joke. But he wasn't at the game before. I'll just be very clear with that. So maybe there was something too.
Yeah.
I think the other thing, right? Like, look at the guy who had 1 goal for Syracuse, Wyatt.
Yeah.
That's the guy who. Yeah, and I think that's the adjustment, right, on the big picture that you're going to have to see from the Syracuse offense. Okay, Wyatt gets pulled. Now who do we go to? Now who's the guy who can kind of take over?
Yep. Well, and then,
go ahead.
Roa had been quiet for a few games, and he busted out a hat trick. McEntee had a couple points. McCarthy had a couple points. So, like, overall, like, and I think that's the thing that, we've talked about a couple times, with this team, is that there's a lot of versatility and a lot of weapons all over the place. So, the fact that Hoddle, we're saying, he only had a goal, which is, that's a good thing that we have to say, is like, 1 goal was a bad day for him. But, you got some production elsewhere, which is good.
Well, and I think the other thing too, right? I'm just looking at the stats now because I pulled them up really quick.
Yep.
Syracuse thrives. This is going to sound like criticism of Joey, but it's really not. They thrive on the unassisted goals, right? That's where they thrive because they can ISO guys. Leo had 4 assists. That's not even a criticism, but like he was the quarterback. That's your quarterback this game.
Yep. Where he's usually the 2 goals and 0 assists kind of guy.
Right. That's what I mean. Like he's the Burt Whistle. I'll say it that way to people. People will like, but like, I mean, like you and like, so Joey obviously gets points. Like he got 2 and 1. He got 3. Right. And I'm not even the impressive part. We'll start with kind of the positives. Obviously, is Finn had 2. That's my positive. I hate to do this, but like we've gone from Finn having 0 to Finn having 2. I'm good with that. I'm good with Roa having his breakout game as well. Give me that. Maybe he gets on a roll. Yeah. That's my positives. That's literally from the offensive side. I got a lot from the defensive side that we can talk.
Yeah. Well, even like Matt McEntee's goal, he had a really nice dodge. Like that's the kind of stuff you want to see more out of some of those guys that didn't play a lot last year that are now having to step up, right? Like that's the stuff you want to see. So like there were some flashes of some really positive things in this game that people are overlooking because we lost, right? Like third quarter was back and forth, right? Like you know, that quarter was pretty even, and then fourth quarter we go on a nice run, a 5-goal run, and then the last 6 minutes we just fell apart. Like and it was so interesting because like
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing.
We had some moments of like some mistakes throughout the game, but then it was like one after another. Like it was like imploded, right?
Yeah. Well, and Cam said it in his notes because I asked a couple of people and one person responded. I'll just say, hopefully those other 2 people are watching, and if they do, send Matt or I your notes. I'll just say it that way. But execution in the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's the game. I hate to do this. Like that's your game.
Yep.
On both sides of the ball.
Well, if like I wrote down a whole bunch of like what happened, like a chronological thing. So Ochoa got beat.
Yep.
But then Bowen slid, but like his slide was terrible. Like, he just lunged completely. The guy just went around.
I think that's a general thought that they had on the defense, right? The first couple weeks, the slides have been perfect. They've been crisp. They've been, whether it was them sliding on the field, because you could definitely see some of that. For as great as Harvard is, their field sucked from watching it on TV with the slipping and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because so Dante played at Ohio State last year, which is obviously outside.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of that to me, if I'm being honest. That's my criticism of Dante, right? Like you've been here, you know it all last year. And I'm not even saying Syracuse doesn't play outside, but you're used to this. You're used to the turf.
Yep.
But like, how many other games are we going to have where there's, I don't know, 15 inches of snow that fall overnight magically the game before and it's bone dry up until then in Massachusetts? And also, just going to say it that way. So like we can go ahead, keep going.
That happens. And then they get transitioned with a pole and no one picks him up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, it's the juice goal, right? Like it's the juice goal. You could definitely see that. You could see the reaction. It was like the head down from Syracuse, and then Harvard was like, "We got this." You could tell just like the.
Well, and that's where Johnny had won that face-off right around then, shot it, and their goalie made a good save. If he had buried that, it would have gone the complete opposite direction, right?
Yeah. So the only thing about Johnny, and we've already seen it this year, Johnny hasn't shot the ball as much. Whether that's, I don't know if that's a coach thing. I'll be honest. I'm not an insider enough to know that, but somebody is telling him not to shoot it as much.
Yeah.
Because if you look, now he looks to pass first. It was always shoot first.
Yep. Which I'm fine with.
I'm good with that. I'm just saying it's a noticeable thing when he wins it clean and he goes down and the minute he sees the pole, he looks to pass.
Yep. So then we get possession after that pole goal.
Yeah.
Joey goes to take a shot, and we have no backup.
Yep.
Which that's
a boneheaded thing that I think most lacrosse players would know. Always have a backup. That's all I'm going to say. That's.
And then we get a stop, go to clear it, and have offsides, which, like, these things isolated aren't a big deal, but the fact they happened like one right after another within like 5 minutes,
and
like,
and in the biggest time of the game too, you're like,
exactly,
and then your facial reaction said it all to that whole part.
And then they score that goal. I don't know if Chuck needed to slide there because it looked like the short stick had it, which left the other guy open on the crease. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was their call or not. Like, but is what it is, whatever. And then we get the ball. Joey goes right away because he's got the guy beat, which was it a little bit of a low angle? Yes, but he typically can make those shots. And he has made those shots.
Are you talking like the end of the game?
Yes, like the last.
Good, because I want to get there. You give your thoughts because I'm ready. I've got my Joey criticism warmed up, but it's not really Joey criticism.
Is it the best look? Probably not, but he had it and he's buried that before, so I don't mind it, right? Like, it just, once again, Stevens made a good save, right? Like, so 8 times out of 10, Joey makes that shot, right? Like, so it's, it's hard to blame the kid for taking an opportunity. He's your best player on your team. The ball's in his hands with 40 seconds left. Because then also, like, here's the other thing: taking a quick shot gives us potentially another chance if he misses it too, right? Like, where if he waits till 10 seconds left and he's dodging and then he's shooting with 5 seconds left, we don't have a chance to set anything else up either. So, like,
I mean, we kind of got to that point. Let's just be fair on the clear. They made it.
Yes,
they made it.
I more meant like if he misses it wide, right? Like,
I agree. I agree with that. It's just so.
And that might have been the call from the coaches, right? Like, if you get an angle or get him beat a little bit, take the shot because then we still have time to do other things if we need it.
So I'll start there and we'll talk about that because then I've got thoughts about the clear ish. My only criticism, so I said in the group, I think it was Joey took a bad shot. I had to think about it for a second because I don't think that's what I meant to say. He makes it 8 out of 10. I think there's a better setup there. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm not a coach. I got to be honest. Like, Matt, you know this. We joke about this. I think if you draw Stevens there, and hopefully, ideally, my brain says draw 2 poles, and you have somebody on the crease, whether that's Finn, whether that's I'm not right. Ideally, somebody right there to bury it. So you have Joey flick it quick. You still get it. Obviously, does that work? No, I'm not stupid. That wouldn't have worked. That's where my brain went. Like, if March is such an offensive genius, I'm doing air quotes for a reason because somebody's going to hear that and say, I think he's the worst ever. I don't think he's the worst ever, but for a guy who draws up a lot of good plays, I thought there was a better option there. That's all I'm going to say. Like, do we want to do the clear? Because the clear,
it's funny because like we technically only missed 4 clears. So like, as much as you could say we struggled, I mean, you don't want to miss any, but they missed a bunch too, right? Like, they had some where they missed or threw it away or whatever. Like, and I think it was just same idea with Stevens' saves is that they were at really inopportune times, right? Like, it's not just that they happened, but they happened at the worst possible moments, right? Like, so that's the part that makes it extra frustrating, right? Like,
and we always talk about having I can't think of the phrasing. Now, why is my brain doing this when I want to do a sense of urgency, right? Like, on that last clear, I know you right. The Joey shot sets it up perfect. They still got time. They get the check. I'm like, okay, somebody freaking cut down. Some midfielder cut down.
It almost looked like we were doing our regular clear, and it's like, no, just go.
Like, and I'm like, okay, Jimmy's got 8 seconds. Okay, Jimmy, throw the ball across. Like, give your guys a shot.
Yep.
Like, and then you look, and then I see in the headlines, oh, this is the biggest upset in Harvard history. Newsflash, this happened before. This isn't like,
yeah. Well, I guess it's the first time they've ever beat a number 1 team, so that's why everybody's making.
Okay, well, I don't need fans to rush the field or any of that crap. I'm sorry, I hate to be that. Yeah. I hate to be that.
Yeah.
I also saw. So we talked about the fans. I saw one post that said, "I'm laughing." John O'Derna's worst game. He should quit now. I saw a legitimate post. I wish I could make that as a joke. I hope somebody knows that I'm joking.
Yeah.
Look, I can put you out on the field, Matt. I'll use you as the example, right? I can put you in the perfect spot in Ryder Ochoa's spot. Let's just use Ryder for this example.
Yeah.
If you get beat 5 times and I have no other options, let's just call it what it is. I don't. Kittleberger's kind of off. You're my stud defender.
Yep.
I got no other options. I'm just gonna say it that way. Like,
yeah.
And I think if Jake's there, Jake takes some of the run and Ryder's not gas. We're not gonna do that because I think that played a part in it. But I'm not.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if you look at other games, he's the 4th guy, 3rd/4th guy, right? Like,
yeah.
So then you have 4 guys rotating through instead of 3.
Yep.
3.5 if you mix in Huddle here and there.
Yep. Or it looks like Tyler, or it looks like McCarthy is going to be the 2-way. Also, that's the one thing that I've noticed. He is the guy, get back guy.
Yep.
I know we're way jumping around. This is where my brain is right now.
And also, like, and this is one thing that I appreciated because I tend to go on the forums and just look to see the nonsense people are spewing because it fires me up for these discussions, but then like it's also funny to see how delusional people are.
Yeah.
Someone literally put Jimmy as trash, and so I'm assuming it's got to be an admin, but someone was like, "We're not calling these kids trash. If you do it again, you're going to be gone."
That's awesome.
Like, good. Like, thank you. Like, so get 50%. Like, and Cam said Jimmy can't have a career bad day 3 times at Harvard, and he didn't. He saved 50%. That's a fine day for a goalie.
Yeah,
and he made some good saves too. So,
well, that's what I mean. Like, right? So, we talked about everything. Everything had to go right to beat Maryland, right? Let's just say it how we all said it. Yeah. A lot of things had to go right. Everything had to go right for Harvard to win this game. I'm also going to say it that way, and it's not a criticism for Harvard.
Yep.
Johnny goes 13 for 24, but Harvard mucks them all up. Johnny didn't win a lot of cleans. So, like, not his usual get out and go.
He didn't really have a run of them either, right, to build some momentum.
And then Drew Angelo 1-2. I have to give my positive spin. Yeah, 2 out of 5. So, like,
which fine.
They're forced. Yeah, like, all I'm gonna say is there's a face-off guy last year who couldn't win any. Sorry, I had to say that really quiet. He's a scapegoat for all my anger with face-off people. But like Johnny doesn't win those clean, right? And you talked about it. He usually gets a run. A 4 or 5, and then they get some momentum, and then we play that game. But Johnny goes 30 for 24, and I'll say it, and this isn't criticizing him. This is going to sound like I am. The times when I needed him to get a clean one, they mucked it up. That's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, shout out to Harvard's face-off guy. He played a great game, right?
Yeah. I have to look up
his name is there.
Yeah. So he went 13 for 27.
Yeah,
which
apparently they played on the same club team together, him and John.
I heard that.
They said that in the broadcast, which I was like, that's kind of cool.
It's amazing they know that, but didn't know what a man up is. That's all I'm going to say. That's my criticism of college kids. I have to say it that way. Like I get it. Like I said earlier, you can tell they were college kids that got literally. And I get it. it's an ESPN 3+++ broadcast, whatever. Like,
yep.
But like,
yep.
I'd rather have Jack there. That's how I'm going to say it. So Jack I'll be that person.
Great. I'm sure he would.
I know Jack dodges us for this week, but that's okay. We're gonna have a stern talking to Jack behind the scenes. Hopefully, Jack. Hopefully, you know that's extreme sarcasm. I know you're deeply busy with everything. I'm looking.
But yeah, so I mean, overall, sucks that they lost.
Yep.
A couple things go a different way. They win that game.
Yeah.
Well, and there's certainly
a better fourth
clean up too. Would you say
a better fourth and they win that game? Let's just call it what it is. Like,
and not even a better fourth, a better last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yeah.
The rest of that quarter they did great.
I know what's that. That's what's annoying. I got a little excited there, but that's what's annoying from that, because like you look at it, right? Like Harvard makes 4 more saves than Jimmy. Stevens makes 4 more saves. That's your game. And I don't even want to say that in a bad way. That's your fourth quarter.
Yep.
Like
they say that you got to have some luck too, right? And
yeah, and they certainly had some luck. The officials magically those kids weren't that nice about the officials, but jeepers, the officials in my mind let them play for a lot of it. And honestly,
I thought the officials were fine.
I normally can criticize them. In the Maryland game, I saw a couple that I'm not gonna stand up and say I was screaming from my seat. He's offside, standing up screaming. Yeah. But the only questionable one I had was the offsides, but I couldn't see it because of their camera. Yeah. I'll just be honest, because it went from okay, we've got the ball to okay, they're offsides.
When I watched it today, you could tell there were only 2 defenders back.
You could see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Well, but that's I'd rather have that mistake now. That's a bigger picture talking.
Well,
I'd rather have
that's the other point, like, of why I've said, like, I also don't want them to go undefeated into the tournament, right? Yeah. Like, because you want these mistakes to happen now to learn from them, to grow from them, and hopefully they do, right? Like, you know, time will tell as we keep progressing over the next few weeks. But like,
here we go.
You gotta have some adversity.
They're coming for you. That's all I'm gonna say. They are gonna come for you, and
fine.
I know.
But yeah, so I mean, it's not getting any easier, right? It just keep grinding every week.
Well, that's what I'm just looking everything up because I want to. Now we get into we have a fun weekend, right?
Yeah. So the polls came out today. We're down to 6/7, which I think is a little low, but I won't go there.
I'm not going to do the polls because I want to get somebody. I think he contributes to the polls. I'll talk to you about it when we're done. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. But there were 6 teams that had first place votes, which shows you like how wide open it is right now, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so we got Princeton on Friday, and then Penn on Sunday, which it kills me. I'm going to be within an hour of Penn on Sunday.
Go ahead. I hope your whole family hears this. I hope your whole family hears this. Go ahead.
I've already told my wife I'm so bummed because just like the timing of when his games are, of course, it's going to be the same time as the Penn game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Princeton, as of right now, playing Friday, they're ranked number 7. They're 1-1. They had a
10-7, depending on where you.
Yep. Yeah. So
just for the record,
had a really rough loss to Penn State that first week, and then they beat Maryland.
Yep.
Saturday, which if Maryland loses this week to Notre Dame, our win doesn't look all that good anymore, which is a bummer.
Yeah. So really quick on that note, that was my biggest takeaway is Maryland has a lot more to figure out than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might have to delete my "We Did It" post that I posted after the Maryland game because I feel like guess who feels like an idiot after watching Maryland play after post Syracuse.
Yep.
Go ahead. This is why you're the voice of reason, and I'm just the idiot.
No, you're okay. So they're their main 5 guys in 2 games have produced 4 points, 6 points, 4 points, 4 points, 5 points. So like they're getting their points. They've got weapons everyone on offense. The problem is their defense is not very good right now. And their goalie's letting in, 12 and a half goals a game, only 43 save percentage. And their face-offs, they're facing off less than 40% right now. So I think that's going to be the big thing for us is can we win that face-off at that much of a discrepancy? And if their defense is as weak as it showed the first couple weeks, then then we could run away with it, but that's coming out of limiting their offensive possessions. Right? Like that's what it comes down to is can we limit their offensive possessions? Because their offense can score, right? Like they have weapons everywhere. So that's going to be the name of the game is can we limit their possessions? Can we keep the possessions? Can we capitalize on ours and then not make boneheaded mistakes? And then
I'm just trying to pull up the Penn stuff.
You're okay. And then fast forward to Saturday or Sunday, we play Penn. They're ranked number 19 right now. So they're a top 20 game right now. Their hardest game they played so far is Georgetown, and they lost 12-9, but then they beat Albany by 5 and Delaware by 8. So they have not really played a big game other than Georgetown. And then Georgetown just lost
note, they do have Carolina on the 27th. So we're gonna really see what Penn's got as a preview.
And like I'm glad that we are the order we are as opposed to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because on a short rest, playing Princeton, I think is going to be much harder than playing Penn on a short rest.
Yep.
But they've got a couple guys in 3 games that have 10 plus points already, including Izzy Skane's little brother, Griffin.
Oh, really?
He's got 9 goals so far in 3 games. Their defense is a little better. Their goalie's doing pretty well so far. He's got a little over 9 goals a game average and about a 57% save percentage. And they're doing really well on faceoff so far. But like, I also don't know how good those 3 teams faceoff units are.
I'm trying to pull everything up, but their thing is really weird for me. I love the Syracuse scoring. I'm trying to pull up the Delaware because I want to see that.
Penn has a crap ton of unassisted goals. They have 15 unassisted.
Do they?
Yeah.
All right. So I have their. Oh. Now, this is going off nothing about Delaware when I say this, Matt. This is nothing. You know this. Like we can.
Yeah.
They beat Delaware 19-5 in the faceoffs.
Yep.
So they didn't lose a faceoff in the second half. Now that says nothing about Delaware because I'm going to be the first one to tell you.
Yeah.
You just talked about how we know nothing about Penns. I know less about Delaware.
Yeah. Right.
Like, and Tim, I swear he's going to comment on this because he's going to have his fun because he's been having his fun after the Syracuse game. Tim, shut up. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Kick rocks, Tim.
He's going to I'm shocked he isn't in the comments right now. Just say, hey, when's my episode? Tim, I will.
He's one of our loyal viewers every week.
Yeah. I was going to say,
one of our 3 live watches.
Listen, we have more than that, but I'm not going to tell you the number. That's all I'm going to say. No, I think it's this is the good test, right? This is the test I want. This is
a perfect warm up for Memorial Day weekend, right? Like,
yep.
How do you play on a short rest? How do you all that kind of stuff?
Well, and we get to see I'm doing air quotes for this. Is the burn the boats mentality really real? We're about to find out how real that is.
Yep.
Yeah, and once again, I'm doing air quotes. I think it is real. I'm not. I just hope that they blow them out. That's all I'm going to say. I just really hope that they shut up Princeton fans, because Princeton fans are worse than Hopkins fans in my brain. But yes, I said that, Tim. Go ahead, Tim. I know who you like, so that was a shot at you.
But I mean, this is a weekend you got to at least come away with one, if not both, right?
Yep.
Like,
I think I'd be okay. So I think I'd be okay. Go ahead, forums, go nuts. 1-1. I'm good with that. I'll say it this way. I'd rather lose to Princeton than Penn.
Yes,
that's 100%. The way that I'll phrase. If we lose to Penn, there's more question marks. If we lose to Princeton, depending on how Princeton fares, that's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Depending on how Princeton fares the rest of the year, I'd be more okay with it than people want to hear.
Well, we have some things to clean up from last week. I'm sure Gary and company is working on those things, right?
Yeah.
We don't know the extent of Jake Spallina's injury or whatever it is.
I don't think this isn't even citing sources. I know nothing. I've heard nothing.
Honestly, I don't know either. I haven't asked. So
send me the right text. That's all I'm going to say. Send the right text. You know who to reach out. No, that's a little out of bounds for that one. I'll just say it that way. Be nice to you about it.
But it's interesting because one of the things that I did see on the forums that I thought was interesting was people were saying if he has to be out for this weekend, then move Tyler McCarthy down to short stick D mid. Like
really
specifically.
You mean those same people that didn't want Tyler McCarthy on the field now want him to start at short stick D mid? Really?
Which I don't hate that idea.
No, right? I don't hate it. My only thing is I think I'm okay with him as the two-way. I keep him as the two-way, and I say you're the primary on your line if it comes down to it.
I would say yes, but also
go ahead.
Do it in a way that he still can run a little bit of offense, but limit it a little bit more just for the sake of getting through these two games, especially if Jake's going to be out.
Well, and we don't, like we just said, we don't know about Jake. Neither of us know about
this
Jake.
Is all speculation. 100%.
Yeah. This is why Matt plays in men's league and I don't play anymore. That's all I'm going to say. No, but I think so. Here's the thing. I think Kittleberger's obviously going to play more.
Yeah. Which I thought overall he played relatively well.
I think you're going to see more Kittleberger. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, if you slide in Tyler there and then still have,
I think you're going to see Flaherty more.
Yep.
Starting to see the Flaherty. Oh,
I'm still here.
Maybe
you still here?
Okay. Yeah. You glitched out for a second. You were starting to say something. I think you're going to see Flaherty get more time too. You kind of see him working his way into the rotation. Yep. They're starting to work him in. My only thing is, I think maybe I'm wrong about this. Didn't Bolognino play Shorty last year at 1 point too?
Yes.
So there you go. I'm going to throw out a hypothetical. Bolognino plays both this week.
That'd be interesting.
I think. Now, I could be way wrong about the Shorty last year, but I think he played Shorty at one.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if there's an experiment with Flaherty. I wonder if there's an experiment with Bolognino and saying, hey.
Yep.
I think... Yeah, I don't want to do this because I don't get paid enough. That's all I'm going to say. I don't get paid enough to have that opinion.
You mean we don't get paid anything?
Yeah. Let's just. Yeah, I don't want to show you my expenses. Trust me, they aren't as good as people think. I think that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Either way, I think whether it's T-Mac, whether it's Jake's back, whether it's whatever situation, I think. Having foreign Ryder being the 3/4 guy, where he's not out there 75% of the time and getting exploited, I think is to our benefit, right? Like,
and I think we need to be very clear. Neither of us are criticizing Ryder. I have to be very clear with that. Like, he's just better at that spot. Like, I like him as a 3.
Yep.
I love him as a 3, right? Because if Dante needs a burn, you go Ryder. We need you for a shift. Cool. Great.
Yep.
And then he becomes the top guy on that line, possibly. If Jake's 2, hypothetically, in my brain, Jake's probably 2. I'll say out of the 4, Jake's probably 2. And I think Kittleberger is the 4 right now. Like,
yeah, maybe after Saturday those are flip flop though. Ryder's probably 4 and Kittleberger's 3.
I think the 1 and 2 are separate. I think the 1 and 2 have separated themselves, given how Jake wasn't there and how we saw them play. Yeah. Yep. No,
Dante's right. Like, so he's got a little bit of
Dante's number 5. Okay, I got a sleeper for number 1. T-Mac, the T-Mac show. No, like, all jokes aside, I think McCarthy's. I actually like that in the forums. The forums actually said something good.
Yeah.
You mean they actually suggested something worthwhile?
They did 2 great things. They called out the one person, said they were going to get banned.
And
then the T-Mac idea.
We talked about it earlier. We talked about the fans earlier. There is a reason I turn off the forums during lacrosse season, because I can't look at it. Because I
had an account. They denied me trying to sign up for an account.
Did they?
Yeah, I tried multiple times on 2 different emails, and I got denied both times. I don't know why.
Why? What'd you do? What did Max do? You can tell me the truth. We can air this out right now.
I have no idea. It was so annoying because, like, I would promote the podcast on there.
Is it what's the website?
SyracuseFan.com.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Do I have an account on there? I do. I think I do, actually.
You gotta start promoting the pod on there, Dan.
Matt, I gotta get it out of work on time. That's all I'm gonna say. Unrelated note for that. Yeah. No, in an ideal world, 2-0 this weekend. Back to the serious stuff. Brass tacks. I don't want to get, like, people don't come for
if you look at the landscape right now too, like, a lot of people are beating each other.
Yep.
Right. Like, so it's only going to get muddier after this weekend. Like, I referenced a list of games in the Stick Talk group chat. Like, Cornell plays Richmond. So there's your top 5 matchup. Cuse and UNC both play Princeton and Penn.
Yep.
Ohio State and Georgetown.
Uh-huh.
Notre Dame and Maryland, and then Virginia and Hopkins. Like, there's all sorts of top 20 matchups all over the place right now that are only going to shake things up more, right? Like, if Richmond rips off and beats Cornell, like, they could be a number 1 team, which who in the world would think Richmond would be enough, like,
not me. That's how I'm going to say it. Not me.
If
you gave me $1 million,
Maryland, and they go to 1-3, like,
yeah,
not good. Right?
So,
like,
I'm going to ask it this way, because we can do this now because we played Maryland, obviously. If I give you the basketball terms of quad 1, I'm going to do this hypothetical because I can do this because my brain just thought of this, right? If Maryland's a quad 1 win right now, I assume you know where I'm kind of going with this, but
yeah.
Hypothetically, they finish 500. Is it a quad 3? Does it drop low?
It'd probably still be a top. So the way the lacrosse is with RPIs, they do top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20, right? Like,
all right. So let's say if it's a top 5, if it's a top 5 win right now, it's probably top 15.
Yeah, probably 15 or
closer
20,
to that. Yeah.
If Maryland finishes 500, they'll still be in the top 20.
Yeah, which is
that means they've won some Big Ten games, right? Like, so
I think they will, though. Like, I think people here's the idiot Syracuse fan base, right? We beat Maryland. Maryland's trash. I also saw that. I'm sick of I saw
nothing can ever just be good.
I swear there's people who want Syracuse to lose that are legit season ticket holders. That's how I'm going to say it. There's one in South Carolina who will never listen to this. Why? I hope this reaches him, and I hope he hears this because I need to talk to you about some things. If you hear this, he knows who he is. I wouldn't be Syracuse University, Matt, if I didn't do a last-minute promotion.
Yep.
And it's not for the men. It's for the women.
Yep.
I just saw the Cuse promotion. I love seeing it come across my Facebook. The day before a game.
Yeah, tomorrow against Loyola.
What's that?
They need to get a W.
They host Loyola on Staff Appreciation Day, and it got shared. So, like in the lacrosse, the only reason I saw it is it got shared in a mutual group that we're in. That's the best part about it.
The lacrosse faithful group.
Yeah, which you can. I'll let you. You know what, Matt? Plug that away. Go ahead.
Yeah, any fans who have Facebook, Alex, I think he's one of the admins, right? Alex,
I think he's the owner. Technically,
yeah, he made a Syracuse Lacrosse Faithful Facebook group. It's a great little group there.
It's actually, and I will just note, we talked about it earlier, but there are a lot of parents in there. So if you do go in there and post up, be mindful of what you post.
Well, even that group got a little out of hand on Saturday.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to. Listen, Alex, if you're listening, we support you. Obviously, Matt doesn't because Matt's the one that's criticizing the group.
It's
saying a word.
Alex squashed that shit when it happened, so
I know he did. But like,
I will say I miss Burt Whistle being on the team because I loved seeing Mrs. Burt Whistle get saucy with people on social media when they
It is funny. It is funny.
Lady Burt Whistle. Shout out Mama Burt Whistle.
She doesn't listen. Let's just be honest. I'm just gonna if she does, reach out to us. I'm curious, like I'm dead serious. Like
oh man, that's so
what else? Do you have anything else? Is this where
I don't think so. Right? Just clean it up, boys. Let's get 2 dubs this weekend.
I think we're gonna.
I'll be watching / listening in the car / while my son plays soccer.
I will be probably tuning into WAR.
Yeah, we're driving down.
If they don't, I wish he was on here because I could ask him. I'm assuming they're going to cover it.
Federally and whoever.
No, I can't. I'm not a Federally person. You know what? I'm gonna do the Federally rant. I'm gonna do it. yeah, that's exactly why I'm not a Federally fan. It was Timmy last year.
Tim Leonard, yeah.
Who is it this year? It's somebody different.
Yeah. I forget.
Because
Timmy is that what you're talking about? Or no?
Yeah.
I forget what his name is. I saw it the other day.
So Tim does. I don't know what he doesn't do for Syracuse anymore, to be honest, because he does every radio call ever now. Yeah. It feels like
he has such a good radio voice.
Listen, I'm just saying, he's a guest. You weren't available for that one, but he is. I can effort that you and I have a list that you and I'll talk about once we get done of names that I want to effort. One that we've talked about that you keep telling me is going to happen, but there's been no update. I get
ghosted too, just like you did.
Okay. Yeah, but you know which one I'm referring to, obviously. So
yeah,
somebody closer to you and I than we'd like to admit in distance wise. How about that?
Yeah.
Somebody related to that person. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead.
Before we end, do you want me to show this thing
we started my mind blank, and this is a perfect way to end this. Matt's favorite player. I hope you're listening because he was so proud to show this off. He couldn't wait. He has never showed me a Josh. Oh, you got to take it off. You got to take the background off.
Oh my God. Here we go. Also, Max wanted me to say that Max's minute is canceled this week because it was past his bedtime.
Oh, yeah. Listen, there are people who legit. There are people who legit tune in for Max's Minute. I'm just gonna say it.
Yep, we lost half our viewers. So I was organizing one of my binders, and this was in the back of one of them. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I wanted to share with folks. So it's a schedule. It's one of the like schedule booklets.
Yep,
you'd get back in the day, like one of these things.
Yep.
With the
those are autographs from. We played this game earlier. Let's see if you let's test your knowledge.
Brett Bucktooth, and then Jay Pfeiffer, and then over here we think is Jarrett Park.
We think
based on the number. So
if any of those three players are listening and you can verify who that is.
I have actually a couple times I've sent links to Brett because him and I follow each other on Instagram now. So
okay. Well, I got nothing. I mean, sorry. I don't want you to. You're famous.
I just have no shame, Dan. We've known
I know.
You've known this since episode 1.
Listen. If you've seen who I've sent the episode to on the group Twitter, I think you understand that I pretty much have the same mentality. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if you saw that one. Did you see who I sent the link to? One of the draft episode?
I can't remember.
I sent it to college lacrosse people. That's all I'm going to say. That are involved in a Barstool Sports company that is one of my guests that I want to have on. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're good. My brain. It's not.
Let's have a good weekend, boys. Clean it up and let's get some dubs. Go Orange.
And always go Orange.